Hello, I'm Monty Twining, and along with my wife Diane, we make up Roost Root. And back in the days when we were called Urban Coop Company, we had a beginner's coop called the Starter Coop that we discontinued just before COVID, and all the prices for materials and everything during COVID were so high that we didn't keep building it. Things have settled down a little bit, and we've decided to bring the Starter Coop back as what we call the Model 2. And I wanted to be able to show you the prototypes that we're working with here. And then after that, just show you a little bit of the design work that I did on a computer screen. Hey, just like everybody else, we're living through a really hot period of a Texas summer here in the United States. It's hot everywhere. So it's a great time to prototype these coops. Before we get to the computer screen, just explain a little bit. To keep the prices down on these, we realize not everybody's got 5 or 10, 15. We even have $20,000 chicken coops now, and not everybody's budget will allow them to buy those kind of coops. So the idea of the starter coop was to provide a high quality coop that competed against an import coop. But the quality of the coop is just as good as the quality on any of our other coops, just in a more compact package. And we're kind of come out with it in a standard model, and we'll also come out with it in an XL model that allows for more birds to be kept self-contained. And then, we're kind of trying to keep the price down. And so there's a lot of add-ons that you could order for it that upgrade the quality of it, but it also upgrades the price. So if you wanted to buy something that's in a lower budget, then you can just get the basic coop, which is plenty good to keep the chickens. If you wanted to upgrade it and pamper your chickens or yourself a little bit with waters and feeders, or a better quality roof or better, stronger wire, we offer those as upgrades. Let's head over to the office and I'll show you what's going on in the computer with the design.
I wanted to do a little walkthrough. We're prototyping right now what we call our starter coop Model 2. It's a coop that we built and discontinued when wood prices went up around COVID, maybe a little bit before that. But we're bringing it back, and we're just doing some redesign work on it. And we were kind of flattered. We were looking at other coops in the marketplace and noticed that there were some Chinese chicken coops who had kind of ripped off the design of our old starter coop. And it's kind of our goal to give a Roost Root customer a superior quality coop to what they could get in a Chinese coop. Made here domestically, and then we'll offer a lot of upgraded features to it as well that you couldn't get for an import coop. So this video is going to kind of go over both our XL model as well as our standard model, and I'll kind of talk about the standard versus the XL model as I'm going through it. But this is the base coop. It's going to come standard with hardware cloth, which is the competitive thing in this kind of a starter coop in the marketplace. It'll come with an ultra vinyl roof, which will be really good as far as being sturdy, but yet do a good job at dissipating heat. It's a relatively inexpensive roof. We are going to offer an upgraded polycarbonate roof like we use in our premium heritage coop, but the standard roof will be like this ultra vinyl roof. Just kind of going around the coop real quick. This here is the egg box door. See if I can get it to open out here. It opens out like this for you to be able to collect your eggs. And kind of another fun thing we did on the egg box is we gave a little viewing port here where you can look in on your chicken. I'm imagining your kids or maybe my grandkids thinking that was a really cool thing to look in there and see the chicken laying on the eggs. This door here is kind of the hen access door. For whatever reason, if you had a sick hen, or if you just wanted to grab your hen and hold it and drink a glass of wine, you could open this door and get a hen off of the roost bar that's here. Kind of looking in here, this little pad right here, it kind of helps the chickens get in and out of the egg box through that opening. And this uses these really positive window bolts to lock all these doors, and we've got some heavy-duty 3-inch hinges holding it together. The import coops that are in this kind of price range, They are made out of really crappy kind of fir sorts of wood that come from China mostly. This is all Western red cedar. These are full cuts. These are the same thickness of cuts that we make on our premium quality coops, and it's just all scaled down and smaller. This coop will hold, with free range time, up to 4 full-size hens or 5 bantam breeds. If you're not going to let them free range and you're going to want to keep them locked up in here full time, it is a self-contained coop. You can do 2 full-sized or 3 bantam breed birds. The XL model, which gives this sunroom addition to the run space, makes the coop good for up to 4 full-size birds, fully self-contained, or 5 bantams, fully self-contained, with or without turnout time. Once you put the XL sunroom on it, you end up with 16 square feet that you need in there for the up to 4 full-size birds or 5 bantam breeds. So you just kind of decide whether you're going to do any turnout time during the day. There is an optional available integrated feeder that allows you to pour in feed from outside the coop, and then they can get to the feed through this feed port here. And be able to peck at the food and get food. Same thing goes with the water. There's an optional water that's available. None of the competitive coops in the marketplace even have these integrated water and feeders available. You'd be down on your hands and knees getting underneath them, trying to get to your water and feed. One of the big things about all of our designs is they have easy access water and feed. Because when the honeymoon's over with your new chickens, the part of it that's actually a little bit of work is the water and feed. These waters and feeders hold up to a 4-day supply for like a long weekend. If you've got the full birds in each of the coops, like the 4 birds in there, just like a 4-day supply, maybe even a little bit more. It's really adequate. The water comes standard with these poultry nipples so that they peck at them to drink. These are really good designs in that they're not laying on the floor. The birds don't poop on them. It's really a pretty premium feature. This is a turnout door. This turnout door just would let you let your birds free range during the day. And that turnout door just kind of moves on to the outside part of the sunroom if you were to purchase the XL model that involves the sunroom also. This is a water bracket. You would only end up with getting the water bracket if you ordered the water option. And if you don't order the feeder option, this would just be this hole would be filled. If you do order the feeder option, then you'll get it to where you can load or unload feed, and pull the feeder in and out from that spot. The coop's got really good ventilation, which is what you really have to have with chickens. You've got this vent that goes into the egg box. Of course, you've got the egg box entry hole itself that would allow air to come through. And then you've got these screen doors on either side, and even vents up top here underneath the roof. The tendency of chickens is that they'll get hot way more easily than they get cold. In the event that you do live somewhere where it's cold, this coop will have storm panels available for it. They're plastic panels that use 3D printed clips that cover any of these major sized panels. Whether you order the XL or the standard model, you'll get a set of panels that fit the coop, and that buttons it up and basically keeps the snow out. As far as cold, chickens are good for sub-zero temperatures. Adult, fully feathered chickens are good for 15 below, 20 below. If it's not for extended periods of time, they can even handle colder temperature than that for a couple of days. You just keep the snow out and give them a break from the wind, and they will do very well. To kind of go over a few of the other features that we're going to offer with the coop, we're going to offer this little dust bathing bin where you kind of match this up, and it kind of is sized to the same size as the width of the coop. And if you fill it full of dirt, it gives you birds someplace to dust bathe. Birds dust bathe, that cleans their feathers. They dust bathe, it gets rid of any kind of little microscopic mites that they might have in their feathers. It's very, very good for them and their hygiene, and they naturally will want to dust bathe. And if you'll give them a place to do it, they'll usually do it like right there in that little box. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to offer this sunshade. If you order the XL model and you live somewhere where it's really hot or somewhere where it's typically rainy, we're going to offer this sunshade, and it'll can come out. It'll be a piece like this that you can drop in or drop out of the coop. So probably keep out most of the rain, but it's mostly to provide shade, and I bet you would keep out 80-90% of the rain. Well, I hope that gives you what you need to know about the starter coop. And if there's anything that you have for questions, you can either email us to support@roostandroot.com, or just pick up the phone and call us at 877-741-COOP, COOP, and you'll probably talk to my wife Diane, or my daughter Courtney, or who knows, you'll talk to me, or maybe Kevin in the shop, or Cassidy. But we'd love to help you, and would love for you to purchase one of our starter coops instead of some cheap imported coop. Thanks.